Hi, my friend, it's Pat Sloan here. So today, when I'm taping this, we went over to a grocery store that's a little bit further away, so I can't walk to it like I can a local one. It's called Wegmans. For those of you who are in the Northeast, that Wegmans grocery store. And I got sunflowers. They're so gorgeous. It's like one of those deals though. We went in, they had them right at the beginning, and I thought, okay, do I want sunflowers? Maybe we'll get them another time. They were only like $6 for these, so it was not expensive, but I didn't put them in the cart. So then we were getting ready to, we checked out, and then you have to go past them again. And they had replenished them, so they were even more gorgeous and wonderful, this whole big cart of sunflowers. I was like, oh, and Greg's like, why didn't you get some? I'm like, I don't know. He goes, well, just go get some. So he took the stuff to the car, and I went and got a bouquet. They're so pretty. I just love them. So then he says, well, why don't you grow some in the yard? And I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that. In the years past, I think way long time ago, I may have done that. So anyway, if you have not done something for yourself today or recently, do it. Go buy that bouquet of flowers, or go eat that cookie, or go take that walk in the park that's a little further away, but the park is so gorgeous and you're very inspired whenever you go there. So get in your car and just go and do it. So find that little something, that little piece of joy, and make it happen for yourself today, tomorrow. Maybe you've done it recently. Tell me about it. And if you are thinking about whatever it is, leave me that note too. I'd like to know what it is that brings you that little bit of extra joy. Okay, on our calendar today, it is Sweet Ellie's. So this is, I'm going to call everything international. International Elephant Day. So celebrating the wonderful, glorious elephants. And I know a lot of you did the elephant stomp pattern with me earlier this year. So here is a picture of mine, and this is the pattern done by my friend Wendy Shepard, and I did mine in my Morrison Park. But so many of you did absolutely amazing, gorgeous elephant quilts. So share them over at my community, Quilt Along with Pat Sloan, and my community is open to the public. So if you're not even a member of Facebook, you can still come as a visitor and you can share a picture. So everybody's welcome. Come on down. Come on down, the price is right. So the links are below, and while you're there, please hit subscribe. Mwah. Then we can be friends every day, because you can always find me. Now, I have what I consider a ridiculous amount of things in progress. So I am going to do a little review here, and I think this is a good day for you to do that. Besides getting yourself something gorgeous to make you happy, review what you're currently working on, like your current stuff, like the stuff that you're actually sewing on, not something that you've had for 5 months and you haven't picked it up. The things that in the last week that you've actually sewn on, like how many are those? I don't even want to count mine. Okay, I will. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have about 7. Okay, so let's take a look. The 7. That's insane. That's insane. So there is the top almost done. I have the sides, and I just need to do the top and bottom strip. I did another 2-inch strip. I did 2-inch wide on it. And when it's all done, I'll take a picture outside. It is stinking hot though outside here. We are not having nice Virginia weather. We are having somebody else's horrible summer weather. And, it's supposed to be like 90s. 97 today. Is like, ugh. Okay, so what else do I have? The Liberty Box. So my Liberty Box project, ta-da! And I know there are like very few of these left. So if you want one, I've got the hearts, and here is the pattern. So, and I've made a bunch of the other units. So here we go. So you can see. So for this, the stars and stripes, so I have a bunch of this, and I am definitely, whoops, fell off. I'm definitely going to do this with my red, white, and blue squares. So I also have the other board, which is here. So I think the stars, I'm working on those, these stars. I've got a lot of the points done, so I have to do the blue part of it. So that's actually, that's moving quite well. It's moving along quite well, but it's still not done. So what else do I have here? Now the red, white, and blue blocks, I've been sewing the units, and these are going to go with this guy. This guy is going to go in the middle of these. It's going to be so cute. I know, I kind of want to not do it, but then I kind of want to do it, so I guess I will. That's what I'll do. And then I have this whole, so I have this whole stack of these. So that is also getting close. Then everything's on the back side. Then I've got the bats and boos. So these pumpkins are, I still only have one done, but I still haven't done any more on this because remember I wanted to do the blue sashing. So this guy is still at this point, but this is close. So this is close, so I can get those done. And then I have the spooky sampler, the applique. I have the applique to do on these ones. I have 2 bats and the one Spidey. But here's what I did with my non-stick needle. Because I didn't feel like putting it away, I just put it into the block so that I don't lose it. And I've kind of got all of these stacked on the boards here on the table because I really need to get through this group of things. I know we're doing them as a sew along, but I need to keep up just a tad better. Just a tad better. My cross stitch, so I'm doing okay on that. Because we have Cross Stitch University that comes at the end of the month. Okay, so first let me tell you about that. So the Cross Stitch University comes at the end of the month, and we're doing this super cute house, and there'll be tips and tricks from Kimberly at the Fat Quarter Shop, and so I have to keep up with that. Now this is the pattern. Oh no, this is the conversion sheet. So it's hard to see, but that's the pattern that I'm doing, this long one that's monthly. And this is, there we do, it's a little lighthouse, and I'm using Kimberly's colors, so she switched the colors up. And I'm keeping up on that guy at the moment. So I've got, got the lighthouse going, and I love this pink flamingo needle minder for the cross stitch, because it's not as so heavy as some of the needle minders, so it doesn't sort of drag down on the piece. So that is very cool. And then I also have on the back table, I have the basket and blooms, which for Friday I'll have the border on it. And then for the basket and blooms, I will do some free motion quilting. I'll talk to you about how I'm going to plan the free motion quilting for that, which is pretty simple and easy. And then I will demo a bit of free motion quilting. So that is the status. And and the binding for the one charm pack. So that's like 8 things that I have tons more binding. That's like, but that's the current one. So I'm just looking at what do I have on current that's not up to date. So like, you know, like I need the boo guys, the bats and boo. I need those up to date. So anyway, that's where I am. So if you want to take an inventory today too and leave me a note, like your status, how are you doing? Have a little mail call. I had some fun things that Carol sent me. She was going through her cross stitch, and so look at the pretty card she sent. Carol, thank you. But she was going through her cross stitch, and she had a bunch of different paper, you know, like cloths, you know, fabrics, some red and green. Look at that. So she sent me those, and then she had a super cute designed with a beautiful saying that she sent me. So nice. Thank you, thank you. And I have another couple of things that I got in that I do have to show you because, you know, I am insane. I really am. I am totally insane. Do you remember the Halloween, when I got my Halloween basket out and I showed you the pattern from Verna of the vintage spool with the big skeleton? You know, well, Verna's on Instagram, and so she's designing a new pattern, and she's showing the blocks as she's going, not the whole quilt yet, but she's showing the blocks, and she's doing them with that spooky sweet fabric and some other things. And I'm just like, oh, it's so cute. I might have to do that one when she's done. So I better get some of the fabric. Right, that's how we all think, right? Well, you know, I might do it. So I better have the fabric. So this is what I got. And you can get it too, but these are so darling. So the Spooky and Sweet came out last year. It's an art gallery fabric line, and so this is some of this year's, and it's got pinks and purples and oranges, skellies and cute spideys, the happy jack-o'-lanterns and the sweet witches and little girls, and then look at the ghosts, pink ghosts. Oh, I love them, and pink bats. So I don't know. I might have to get more of this line. I have to go back and look at her photos. Insane. I probably won't actually make it, but you know what? I will have the fabric. I'll have it, just in case. Another thing I got, two other things, which are paper products, so I thought you might enjoy them. This is a sketchbook, or not a sketchbook, it's a notebook, but I'm going to use it as a sketchbook because it's a little bit bigger. I've been writing in little tiny books. This is my notes by my desk, but I don't have a book recently that I could just do some drawings in, and so this is just, you know, blank paper, but it's quilty. It's one of these series of sort of officey desk things that Lori Holt has done, but I love it. And so it's like, what is it, like school supply time? So I don't know, I think it's cute. I'll link you up to that. Plus I wanted to get some quilty cards, and these are designed by my friend Sandy Gervais. And so there are two styles in here, you know, because when I send things, I like to, you know, I want to have a card that has a quilt thing on it. Where's the other design? I think there's two designs. Yes, my sweet little, there we go. Ta-da! So I will link you down below to those two. And that is a spin around my studio. So you're going to tell me, you're going to show me your elephant quilts. You know, maybe you didn't do the one that I did. You can show any elephant quilt that you have done, including, you know, like anything, any elephant quilt. And then take a look at your projects today, and then get yourself something gorgeous. All right, my friend. Where's my clicker? All right, my friend. I love you. Mwah. See you online.